My name is Jen. I'm from the Deer Run Bed and Breakfast on Big Pine Key, Florida. Welcome to day number 12 of Vegan Month of Food 2015. You can also follow us at www.happyvegans.blogspot.com. Today the administrators are asking us to talk about our favorite cookbook. My favorite cookbook is a vintage cookbook that's out of print, and the last time I looked it up online, it cost a few $100s. I really don't want to disappoint anyone, so I'm not going to talk about that. Instead, I'm going to talk about a few other things. I think every modern cook's kitchen should have this book right here, Vegan Omicom by Terry Hope Romero and Isa Moskowitz. I think I have every book by Isa except for one, and I highly recommend them. They're very popular, and they're very popular for a reason. They're very good. The only reason I don't like this book is because it doesn't have enough pictures, but I've never had a recipe fail, and very concise, well written, no typos. And I really do just love Isa and what she has done for cooking in the modern world. If there was only one cookbook your kitchen could have today, this is it right here. A book that's important to me in my kitchen, but is not a cookbook, is something called A Consumer's Guide to Cosmetic Ingredients. It's by Ruth Winter. There's several editions out. I have an older edition. I think every kitchen should have that book or something like it. It's a synthetic and chemical dictionary. And yes, it's for cosmetics, but there's major crossover with food. And it's very eye-opening and educational to have that book and see what's going on with what's approved by our FDA. Not that I put much stock in the FDA, but that's just what the book is about. This book here is called The Good Housekeeping Cookbook. It's not a vegan or a vegetarian cookbook, but it's a cook's book. This is a vintage book that was my mom's sometime in the late 60s. I think this edition is completely destroyed, but there's some accidentally vegan recipes and food that is somewhat easy to veganize. It has sentimental value, and I still use it. So I keep this book on hand. It also taught me how to set a table for my very first dinner party. I'm really looking forward to the Vegan Black Metal Chef's book coming out. He's doing a concept cookbook. It's not so much about measuring, it's the concept of the final dish and putting the ingredients together. I think his idea is finally something different in cookbook world. We're being flooded with cookbooks lately, and we did back him here. I'm really looking forward to Brian's book, and I really think he's going to bring us something different besides his music and his appearance, which we love here anyway. I have close to 200 cookbooks at this point, and I'm not kidding about that. I'm obsessed with going to thrift shops and buying vintage cookbooks. Books, especially from the 60s and earlier, are very often easy to veganize because the food was more pure back then. So I've had some very great success rewriting recipes from vintage cookbooks, and I have dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of them. Out of these 200 books, something that I think is worth mentioning is a book that's about 15 or 16 years old. This is a vegan cookbook. It's called Very Vegetarian. It's still available, so I'm mentioning it. I think this book was a little ahead of its time, actually. Vegan hadn't yet hit mainstream as it is now, and this book holds up today, is all I could say. Not a lot about technique or anything like that, but it does have basic concepts, how to make your own seitan, how to cook beans, things like that. But it also has some really nice recipes in there of combining ingredients, and it's not really hard to find these ingredients, easy to find. So I would recommend this book, actually. Out of the 200 cookbooks, that's what I think is worth talking about in a 2 or 3 minute video. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time for whatever comes next.